A White House huddle tonight. President Trump's top advisors in and out to talk next steps in Syria behind closed doors.
Now we have to make some further decisions, so they'll be made fairly soon.
The president presented with multiple military options. U.S. officials say those range from targeted Tomahawk strikes on Syrian sites, similar to last year's, to something more wide-ranging, like a sustained campaign aimed at affecting military operations and multiple targets. Any action, retaliation against the Assad regime for yet another suspected chemical weapons attack that killed dozens of Syrian civilians, even children. UN Ambassador Nikki Haley with NBC's Andrea Mitchell.
We definitely have enough proof, but now we just have to be thoughtful in our reaction.
Tonight, NBC News has learned of new evidence that shows both chlorine gas and a nerve agent in samples taken from victims, according to two U.S. officials familiar with the intelligence. One source tells NBC News the U.S. government is confident the Syrian dictator was behind the horrific attack.
Our strategy is to engage by, with, and through allies in all things we do.
Those allies include France and the U.K., where Prime Minister Theresa May called her cabinet back to town for an emergency meeting, agreeing on action to deter Assad. President Emmanuel Macron says he has proof the Syrian dictator did go after his own people. Any strike might be imminent, or it might be a while. At least that's what President Trump is suggesting, after seeming to telegraph his military moves just yesterday, now trying to re-inject the element of surprise, tweeting coyly, "Could be very soon or not so soon at all." A White House official tells me President Trump spoke tonight with the leaders of both the UK and France. And while Defense Secretary Jim Mattis has canceled a planned trip to New York tonight to stay in town, we're told no final decision has been made about potential military action.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.